After the SAT scores were announced, I, who ranked second in the school, jumped off a tall building, just because the night before the exam, my classmate Ellen Lawrence told me she could read minds, not only knowing all my answers but also scoring exactly 1 point higher than me. I didn't believe her. During the exam, I tried hard to clear my mind, but after the test, when comparing answers with classmates, Ellen repeated my answers word for word when the SAT scores came out. She beat me by just 1 point and took the last spot for admission to Harvard University. She patted my pale face and smirked, saying, "Shirley, someone as poor as you wants to change your fate with the SAT. Go die with your short-lived parents." I couldn't get into Harvard, so I missed the scholarship the school promised. I could only watch helplessly as my sick parents passed away, and eventually, I ended my own life in despair, even until my death. I couldn't figure out how Ellen knew all my answers and managed to score just 1 point higher than me. I wondered, could mind reading really exist in this world? When I opened my eyes again, I found myself back on the day before the SAT exam. This time, I will not lose. The SAT will begin tomorrow. Hearing the voice from the TV, I suddenly woke up. I thought, SAT? Didn't I already take it? And after that, I lost everything. Ellen, Shirley, though you've always been the top student in the grade and the only one in school likely to get into Harvard, do you believe it? I can read minds because of my good grades. She targeted me even more, always causing trouble for me. At the time, I just thought this message was her trick to mess with my mindset, but to my surprise, after the first day of exams, when checking answers, Ellen actually recited all my choices, even the obscure arguments I used in my essay, with complete accuracy. I was utterly shocked at the time, but she just sneered and said, "I told you I can read minds. Why don't you believe me?" I still refused to believe in mind reading. During the second day's exam, I kept my mind blank the entire time and wrote all my problem-solving steps on scratch paper. Yet, when checking answers, Ellen's responses were still exactly the same as mine. She casually sighed and said, "Shirley, you really struggled with the last math problem. Almost made me run out of time to finish." At that moment, I completely broke down. But the real despair came after the SAT results were announced. I scored 1,500, but Ellen, who always had poor grades, actually scored 1 point higher than me. That 1 point difference cost me the admission letter from Harvard University and the massive scholarship the school had promised. In the hospital, my parents, who were waiting for this life-saving money, eventually passed away in despair. I watched them being wheeled into the morgue, then turned around and saw Ellen's smug face. She patted my bloodless face and laughed. "Shirley, someone as poor as you wants to change your fate with the SAT. Just go die with your short-lived parents. Don't curse me in your heart. I know all your thoughts crystal clear, including your little secret that no one knows." Ellen leaned in, whispering my deepest secret word by word into my ear. My mind completely broke down, and in despair, I climbed to the hospital rooftop and jumped off. Thankfully, heaven gave me a second chance. This time, I will uncover the truth behind Ellen's mind reading and see what she's really up to.